A major Queensland cattle station is accused of illegally logging about 60 hectares of forest in the Great Barrier Reef catchment, an area thought to be home to endangered species. The federal government has confirmed Wombanoo Station southwest of Cairns is under investigation for clearing land without approval. Environmentalists and animal welfare activists say widespread clearing has to stop.
Scarred and scorched, about 60 hectares of land cleared on Wombanoo Station last month is the subject of federal government investigation. Suspected koala habitat bulldozed and burned to the ground. The Wilderness Society points to GPS data and satellite mapping of the clearings.
None of this has been approved under the federal government's EPBC Act, so matters of national environmental significance have not even been considered.
Earlier this year, Wombanoo Station applied to clear 2,700 hectares requiring federal approval, but footage and satellite images show it's already begun.
Clearing of habitat for koalas, for gliders, and clearing that's occurred in a Great Barrier Reef catchment.
It's impossible to know how many, if any, native animals were maimed or killed in clearing on Wombanoo Station, but an environmental assessment done last year found populations of greater gliders, a high chance of koalas in the area, and other threatened or endangered species. The station boasts an integrated supply chain from paddock to plate, selling its produce directly to the public from Johnson's Farm Market in Cairns. ABC News contacted the owner, Warren Johnson, but he refused to be interviewed. So did the Federal Environment Minister Josh Frydenberg, while the allegations are being investigated. Dr. John Hanger's been working with koalas for 30 years, treating the traumatic injuries they get when the bulldozers plough through.
The injuries tend to be fairly horrific. They're major traumas where there's massive crushing injuries, tearing of limbs.
One koala he operated on had its arm torn off.
That if you did that to your cattle dog, you'd end up in jail. There's no question about it.
He says clearing is the biggest threat to Australia's koalas.
When governments permit this broad-scale clearing without knowing how many koalas are there and what the impacts are going to be, that's just really, I guess, getting to a level where we say, no, that's unacceptable.
Dr. Hanger says the best way to protect them is to stop clearing. George Roberts, ABC News, Brisbane.